Hi, in this video, I'll be giving you the greatest JAMB misconceptions that causes a lot of people to score Odo or 200 and below. And I will also be telling you the truth to those misconceptions. Here are the greatest misconceptions ever. One, the misconception that there are secret keys or certain keys on the keyboard that reveals the answer is a lie. There are only about 8 keys on your computer keyboard actually that are for navigation. Navigation means just in case your mouse pad is not working or your computer keyboard or the external keyboard is not working, you can use those keys to move around on the computer system. I have made a detailed video on that already in the channel, so go check them out. But those keys are A, B, C, D, N, P, and the likes. Now, misconception 2. Questions repeat exactly as you see them in the past question. Is not true. JAMB will often shuffle those questions and most of the time rephrase questions. You can see some questions that will look really close, but exactly close might not be true, especially for those who like to cram questions, hoping that if I can cram 300 questions, when I get in there, I will surely find them. Brother, you might be deceiving yourself. Then there is a pattern like A, B, C, D repeating. That's another popular misconception. Some persons have said 1 to 10 is usually A, B could be 12 to 15. It's not true. There's nothing like that. Don't be deceived. Answers will never follow a particular sequence. There is no prediction. Those questions are randomized. So whatever you are seeing on question 1 might be different from what your friend is saying or question 2 or on the same question 1. So how then would such a misconception work? The fourth misconception that is very popular is expos, meaning leak answers. That means you have leak questions. Normal, there could be leaked questions. But taking that mindset or taking those questions or cramming those questions and getting them into the exam, hoping that these exact questions will come out is a lie, sir. Is a lie. See, it will get you this Odo over 100 with your face drawn on it. It doesn't work. Is a lie. Why so? Because like I said, JAMB may load like 100,000 questions behind the database and set an algorithm rule that each student should get a randomized question from this 100,000 questions or 250,000 questions. So how can you tell the one that you'll be getting for your English number 5? So it's a lie. Then another misconception that you should run away from is that if you fail, the system cheated you. Is not true. Now, immediately you are submitting, in fact, as you are clicking the answers, your score is already in the back end of the JAMB computer, not till next week, not a minute later. Once you click submit, JAMB already has your score. Are you getting that now? So it's just that JAMB will not show you immediately to reduce panic and to reduce worry, because some people could faint right there, right? So they will give you some time to cool off and also for their evaluation body to go through, the processes on the back end. But just know that if you fail or if you scored lower than the mark you've set or the target you set for yourself, is based on what you chose. There is no hanky-panky about it. It's not a human being that is marking it, so it's all computerized at the back end. Then another misconception that is very popular is that you need computer knowledge to pass. Well, you don't need any serious computer knowledge to pass. You only need to know how to use your mouse. And of course, if your computer system is not working, you can use those shortcut keys that I've made. Again, I did a video on that. And then if you are not comfortable using the keyboard keys, you can always put up your hand to call for the attention of JAMB or your CBT examiner or invigilator. They will come around and they will help you fix whatever is wrong with your system. If time has passed, they could also give you more time. You could also request for more time. Okay. And then some other persons have also said that if you answer
Get the cheapest science materials from allschoollabs.com.
or if you tick the questions on time, your score will be higher, meaning that fast answering mean higher score. So if I attempt all my English questions within 10 minutes, I have a likely chance of scoring higher than somebody who took all their time to answer theirs. It's a lie, it's not true. That's a misconception. Speed will not guarantee success. It's taking the correct answer that does. Remember, the answers has already been programmed at the back. So if what you chose is wrong or different from what has been told to the computer, you get it wrong. Next, some persons have said, if you don't know the answer, leave it blank. It's better than guessing. The computer could give you that as a bonus. It's a lie. There is nothing like bonus in JAMB exam. If you leave it as blank, it's automatically failed. Another misconception is that changing your answer reduces your score. That, okay, if you change your answer, the one you have chosen will be wrong, or that option would automatically become wrong. It's not also true. That's a misconception. So if you read the question and eventually find out that, oh, I choose A, but the correct option for me is D, make sure you choose option D before going to the next question. There is also another misconception that your center can determine your score. For example, if you wrote your exam in Lekki, you should score higher than those who wrote it in Igora. It's a lie. That is a grave misconception. Centers does not determine score. Your score is not even handled by anybody. Just imagine that JAMB really wanted to handle the score of 2.3 million people. How are they going to be able to do that? So it's all computerized. Then another misconception is that if you don't finish on time unanswered questions, you automatically get those questions correctly. Oga, is a lie. See your score. If you do that, will do over 400. So make sure that you take the time. Always watch your time. The time will be on your screen ticking down. So always watch that timer and make sure that you answer all your questions before it runs out. Then there's another misconception that you can bribe the lecturer or you can cheat in the exam hall and get away with it. One, you cannot bribe any lecturer in JAMB exam hall. You will be taken out. In fact, you have failed that exam. If care is not taken, you may even serve jail time. Two, if you spy, you are raising your neck. You are just wasting your time because what you are reading on your friend's computer or on the computer you are spying at is completely different from what is on your own computer system. So just focus on what is in front of you and reason it out because there is no other way. Then there's another misconception. Studying a few topics is enough. It's a lie, brother. Read. If you can read outside the syllabus, you better do. Read and read. Read within the syllabus, read outside the syllabus, as much as possible read. There's another misconception that past question, you should not study past question. Go and be studying module. It's a lie, sir. Big lie. Study a lot of past questions. Watch a lot of past question videos. You don't want to rewrite this exam. You have just one shot and it's this year. You are getting admission into that school of choice this year. You are not sitting down at home for one more day or one more year. So give it your best. Squeeze yourself like Eja Panla until you make sure that you hit your goal and you achieve that score of your dreams that will get you an expressway into your university of choice. Now, another misconception is that English is just a grammar. It's a lie. JAMB use of English will test you on comprehension, lexis and structure, test you on the novel, like the Lekki Headmaster. We test you on summary, we test you on figure of speech, we test you on literary terms and devices. So if you have not been following our videos in all CBTs, you are wasting your time. You are just dulling yourself. Go and start watching those videos like your life depends on it because many of JAMB questions will come out from them. Then there is another misconception that you should not skip questions, you should answer them in order, meaning that question 14 should be answered before 15 and on like that. That is a lie. Answer questions based on how you know them, so that you don't waste your time tackling a question when you know the next one. Okay, leave the hard questions for later. Okay, then if you flag a question, okay, so that you don't forget that question, make sure that when you later come back to attempt that question, unflag the question, because that's even not the primary purpose of that flag feature. Then another misconception is that only intelligent students score 300 and above. That if you are not intelligent enough, or if you are not from a certain type of school, you could not beat that score, is a lie. Any Dick and Harry can score 300 and above. It just depends on how well prepared you are and how correct the answers are that you chose. Then there's another misconception that once you can jack very well a night before the exam or 3 or 4 days before the exam, you are good to go. Sir, that's a big lie. If you do that, see your score again. Jacking overnight will not give you that desired score. In fact, you have just a few weeks now to jam, so you better start reading now, back to back. And then another misconception as we round up is that calculators will be provided for all the subjects. It's a lie. Do not rely on calculator, and calculators will not be provided for the subject. By the way, most of your um, um, questions can be calculated manually. You may not need calculator for most, in fact, for most of the questions. So you can also use the on-screen calculator on your computer, because every computer has an on-screen calculator. If you don't know how to find that, you can put your hand to the invigilator, who will assist you to bring out the on-screen calculator on your device in order to use it for simple calculation. So basically, in summary, what are we learning from this video? There are no shortcuts for JAMB, no tricks, no expos. Make sure to understand the question, answer with speed and accuracy, and be strategic. Meaning, if you don't know the question, you can come back for it. I'll see you in the next video, and I wish you examination success.
Hi, I'm sure you enjoyed the video you just watched. To see more content as that, prepare you for your upcoming exam, make sure to smash the subscribe button and turn on notification. Also, remember that you can use the comment section to send us your questions or your inquiries, and we are happy to take them. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.